God bless you, Andreas. What are you doing out here? Thought you were the addition to my role as Kurosawa sacrist. I tend to the shrine of Saint Moritz. He's a patron of Tassin and Kirsten both. It is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired. Martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. Are you familiar with the life of St. Moritz? Are you not? Never had focused on the masterpiece, never had a moment to learn about. Well, you have to learn something about Tassin's patron saint while you're here. By all means. St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn, he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean, his legion? Wouldn't that mean he'd be a Roman soldier? Yes, the Roman citizen and led a legion made up entirely of Christians to Bavaria. When he refused to kill Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor and the legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visited come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassin venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save them from destruction. Came here? Indeed, he and his legion were snowed in this pass, and the town folks refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Stacia, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and soon she was baptized. The snow melted, revealing all manners of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. Oh, happened to Stacia. She, too, was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassin from harm. Thank you for the history lesson. You're welcome, Master Mallard. God bless you. Till later, brother. Back to work. Oh, you're not singing anymore. There we go. Well, Erdak, this work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing. Rough strokes. How'd the last game end? Oh my god. The last game, there was no happy ending in the last game. There were two different endings. So the one ending is we do nothing. We do nothing. We find out that, well, okay, so you know I had how Charles was talking to me. So we find out Charles was some other crazed scientist dude, and he was killed, and his conscience was put into this thing in my glove. Well, I find out that, well, I was told that my boss was a bad guy, and that we need to kill him. The old lady, Xena, she was my mother-in-law. So she wanted me to kill my boss guy. I refuse in one of the endings. I rip out Charles from my hand, and then I leave. And then the second ending is I go over and kill my boss. So if you watch part of it where they had the two female robots that did ballerina stuff, I fought them, and then I shot my boss. Well, it turned out that Charles was since I'm part prosthetics and everything else in me and had stuff implanted in me, was the one that was manipulating me to killing all these people. And the other guy was trying to figure out a way, my boss was trying to figure out a way to stop it. Then Charles, since he was part of me, basically electrocuted me. I fell down. Then Charles leaves because he's some polymer thing. Becomes like a polymer humanoid. Kills my boss. I lay on the floor, die. And then Charles leaves. And that was the end. Nobody could find him. It was like, wow. That was, the ending were cool. I like the endings. That was really good. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Yeah, the second ending was amazing. Brother Pryor, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I have my talent. Praise be to God. Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Any apologies, Brother Pryor. I'll work harder. Puro, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted that by age that you couldn't notice seasons have changed? He's mean. Well, you're not the one who have to answer for it, so why should I care? I believe your point is made. I'll remind you that I'm the master of the scriptorium, and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Pryor. Brother Pierre's work is unacceptably slow. You're insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Frenric is right. Here's Baron. Prior Frenric, is this mine? Must be. Yes? It is, my lord. I can No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style as well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought it made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kurosai is being taken advantage of. I the fool in this sad story. No, of course not, my lord. Never. We could fix this, of course, of course. We only want to accommodate you. Ah, Andreas. Good to see you again. My lord? Father Gana, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Oh, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete? If it's speed, you're... No, I'm not talking about the script. That's fine. But the art, the illustrations... I want Andreas to do the others. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is alright with it. If it takes pressure off Brother Pierre, I'll be delighted to complete the work. This one I'm an artist. I'm Andreas. And right now I'm working in a scriptorium, but there's supposed to be like a murder or something that I'm going through trying to figure everything out. But right now, I'm basically on day one. So I come to this town, Curacao. I wake up and I went to work. And there's a few little quests people ask me to do, but right now I'm just hanging out at the monastery and at the church and stuff and just doing all my stuff. But something should be happening soon. There we have it. I hope this allies your concern, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, I'm still welcome at your table for supper. Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Oh, God. I already made plans for supper. Gee, he's a lord, too. I'm gonna say I have plans. Nonsense. You can eat with him any day. I'm here for the evening. Well, father? Very well. That would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. Now, the thing that's kind of cool in this game, and depending on who is talking, the font is different. So, like if the peasants are talking, they're a little bit harder to read. We got the monks that are talking, and it looks like Old English type of print. I look forward to it. So it's kind of cool how they do that. And if people have a hard time reading it at the beginning of the game, I don't know if you can switch it in the middle. You can change it. So if it's harder for you to read, you can change it so it's easier to read. You had this planned. Must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. My God, you're insufferable. That's beyond ridiculous. To yourself. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are. You have embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Prior Frederick is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. I do not like Prior Guy. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just like a story right now. Narration would be kind of cool. There are music at times. Just not at the moment. Can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? Anyone is embarrassment. It's you. You're so insincere. You're so obvious about it, guy. Brothers! Oh, the nuns are pissed. If you please, Sister Zaduna and I would like to prefer if you would keep the noise down. Sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful. There's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. I would like to hear more music. I mean, I turned it down. Not off. There we go. Put up a little bit more. The music was really loud. Supper at the abbot's table. I don't know where exactly I'm going. Oh, wait, go back. Go back. I can look at the book. Wonder what Prior Frederick was doing with this book. From the library of the University of Five Churches, the Hungarians call it PEX. PEX? Where's Frederick from? Doctor of Theology, George of Brand? Friend of his? The Speculum Astronomae? Albertus Magnus Defense of Astronomy. Sloppy book hands? God. Definitely Frederick's handwriting between the lines and the margins. Is he noting the text for the university personal use? Oops, wrong one. Any case, it's thorough commentary. What is this? Looks like scribbled, not like Frederick would be so sloppy. Didn't even block the dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. It's written below. Maybe we should learn Greek at some point. Can't make any sense of this. Wait. Bulb I found had Greek letters in it. Let's connect it somehow. The outer ring of the volute is marked with alchemical symbols. The cipher has astrological symbols. Of course, each astrological symbol is associated with one of the 4 elements. I just need to make those associations on Volville, and I should be able to resolve this cipher. Oh my god, where did I see that now? What's it here, right? Yeah. Now I know the connection between the astrological symbols and the cipher and the elemental symbols. Volve? Krennic's note should be easy to decipher. Should. Also look for that symbol. That one? Well, that can't be right. How do I go back? How do I go back? Wait, that's not right, obviously. Try that again. This is air. Okay, so air is... back. So H. That symbol is under... what? Earth. HI, that symbol is red. Blue. Not looking like anything. Maybe it's in a language and I just don't know it. Red. Air. Earth. Earth. Water. Highguard. Highguard? Gerard, as in late brother Gerard? Yes, yes. Can't be a coincidence. Brother Gerard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram using Gerard's name? Harried? Hardier? What is the G? I'm sure Attic would know. 7,560 different combinations to try. I don't have the time to solve it through this brute force. Let me think. Why his name? Dutch? No. Not Flemish or French. He'd use his name for an abbreviation. That's a lot of levers for abbreviation. Cipher inside a cipher, perhaps? If it is, I'm not equipped with the key to solve it, so I must proceed with other options. Maybe it's abbreviation and a name. H.I. Gerard? Adenogna? No. So much simpler. Here lies. Here lies Gerard? What's the significance? I suppose I should find where Gerard is buried. The Abbey Cemetery seems like a good place to start. Hey! I finally got a... Okay. Well, I got supper to go to, so let's do that first. Alright, so where do I gotta go? Should wash up and... Okay, I need to go to the lavatorium in the cloister first. Okay. Thanks. That's not where I want to go. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, I'm sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it'll be good to have you with us. It's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the Abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though, I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And all we need takes humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave us at Curacao, at the Curacao Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lorenz, the Baron Vogel, to help you in your career. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old, just because your nobleman says so. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right for the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself, God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I'll see you inside. I believe it's in here. It's this way, right? Get some delicious food. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gunnar, Father Thomas, Prior Frantic. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah. This was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. The gates of Hades You read Matthew much, Andreas? I studied it extensively while I was in university, while I was pursuing my theology doctorate. Yeah, you get mad. I'll give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind the earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you lose on earth, loosed in heaven. Then they ordered his disciples to not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Garnett, have you read anything by Martin Luther?
I can't say that I...
He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Oh, they're all looking at him. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail the last visit. Quail? My God, Father Abbot, quail's fine. I don't think Luther's ideas are worth discussing. He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? Lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Mathel, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church, sales of indulgences? Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Oh God, they put me on the spot. Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Yeah, I have some thoughts. There's a great deal of theological merit to Oh man, I'm gonna piss everybody off. Ah, debate. Excellent. Why not start with the 95 thesis? Enough! Oh man, he's mad. Andreas, you should know better. Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest, held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas Mathau, or any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father. If your abbey, it is your abbey, but you are taking too much offense to this and far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or for someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Neither you or Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous. How dare you? I see. Have I overstepped my bounds? And I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and take the donation of my copy to Historic Atassi. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with the past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Why, Andreas? Why do you engage in him? I expect better of you. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I'll take my leave as well. Don't worry about Father Gernot, the Baron. I'm sure we'll all be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even he picked the wrong time to express himself. Seems unlikely. Maybe so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think? What do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That's for the younger, wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Okay, so you're gonna let me... I should get some sleep. Well, I want to go to, if it'll let me,